Hello everypony, my name is Blancmark and welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. I'm slightly less amused with this currently because the game crashed again, erasing 75 minutes of content that I now have to redo. And it happened in mid-combat, not even on area transition, so I'm not really sure what happened there. It really sucks. I don't want to turn my game quality down even more, but maybe I have to. I don't know. Anyway, my plan for today was to go, at least go to Orzammar, if not do a whole lot of things in there, out of fear of crashing again. And also, before that, have a conversation with our newest, doggo is just being loud, with our newest companion, Zevran here, the Antivan Crow Assassin, which I'd like to get out of the way first, but it's a lengthy conversation, and I'm not too fond of repeating those over and over, so I'll do it now, and then we'll continue on to Orzammar.
Here I am. Oh, this should be good. Go ahead. Well, the crows would have you believe that it is an involved process that takes years of training, the sort that tests both your resolve and your endurance. Survive that process and maybe, just maybe, you're good enough to start being considered one of them. But quite frankly, the truth is that all it requires is the desire to kill people for a living. It's surprising how well one can do in such a field. Within the crows, I did. But it has been something the crows have devoted a great deal of time to perfecting. An assassin simply specializes in striking from stealth, and in maximizing that first attack to be as lethal as possible. Debilitate your foe, either by poison or by crippling their limbs, makes any follow-up combat you need to engage in that much simpler. See? Getting paid for the act is beside the point. An assassin is more a tactical choice than a lifestyle. Of course, the crows like to pretend that their abilities are trade secrets, shrouded in shadows and wrapped in a blanket of mystery. So let's just keep this between you and me, shall we? Here I am. Oh, I certainly could, but I won't. I swore to the crows that the things they taught me were to remain a secret. And while, yes, they are already angry at me, I'd rather not push things, you see. If you are truly insistent, well, let me think about it. The crows are already angry at me, yes? Who knows?
Basically, need higher approval.
Oh, this should be good. Go ahead. Well now, I imagine that's a very fair question. Being an assassin, after all, is a living, at least as far as such things go. I was simply never given the opportunity to choose another way. So, if that choice presents itself, why should I not seize upon it? To be truthful, I didn't even know the crows existed when I joined them. I was but a boy of 7 when I was purchased. For 3 sovereigns, I'm told. Which is a good price, considering I was all ribs and bone and didn't know the pommel of a dagger from the pointy end. The crows buy all their assassins that way. Buy them young, raise them to know nothing else but murder. And if you do poorly in your training, you die. Of course. You compete against your fellow assassins, and those who survive are rightfully proud of it. In Antiva, being a crow gets you respect. It gets you wealth. It gets you women. And men. Or whatever it is you might fancy. But that does not mean doing what is expected of you always. And it means being expendable. It's a cage, if a gilded cage. Pretty, but confining. As for what I'll do in the future, presuming that there is one, I truly can't imagine. It might be interesting to go into business for myself, for a change. Far away from Antiva, of course. For now, naturally, I go where you go.
Freelance.
Eventually, can be a very, very long time, if one plays one's cards right. Come now, enough chit-chat. Talking about the crows summons them, you know. Any Antivan fishwife could tell you so.
So about those Antivan crows.
Here I am. Oh, this should be good. And why not? There are many things to enjoy about being a crow in Antiva. You are respected, you are feared. The authorities go out of their way to overlook your trespasses. Even the rewards are nothing to turn your nose up at. As for the killing part, well, some people simply need assassinating. Or do you disagree?
No, you're probably right.
I often find myself the instrument of fate, ending these lives for one necessity or another. I console myself with the notion that most of them had it coming. As far as enjoying the act of killing itself, why not? There is a certain artistry to the deed, the pleasure of sinking your blade into their flesh and knowing that their life is in your hands.
I know what you mean.
There are many things I did not enjoy about being a crow, of course. Having no choice, being treated as an expendable commodity, the rules, oh, so many rules. But simply being an assassin, I like it just fine. I will continue to do it if I can, even if I am not a crow. Honestly, could you picture me doing something else? Somehow that sounds less complimentary than I had anticipated. Of course, all these thoughts are moot. Chances are still good that you and I will perish, eaten by darkspawn or slain by the crows at some point. Very gruesomely, I imagine. But it is pleasant enough to chat about. Come, let's move on while our boots still have some wear in them.
Let me guess. Oh, it is an approval. I thought it was a disapproval.
Here I am.
Guess he was just fishing for compliments.
This should be good. Go ahead.
Antiva.
Oh, you wish to know about Antiva, do you? The only way to truly appreciate it would be to go there. It is a warm place, not cold and harsh like this Ferelden. In Antiva it rains often, but the flowers are always in bloom. Or so the saying goes.
What is it true?
It is fine enough with its dogs and its mud. The people are spirited, even if they can't tell the difference between an assassin and a mere killer. I hail from the glorious Antiva city, home to the royal palace. It is a glittering gem amidst the sand, my Antiva city. Do you come from someplace comparable?
No. My mother was better than any gem. Yeah, right. No, I don't.
No? That is too bad. If you were, then surely you would spend as much time boasting about it as I do. You know what is most odd? We speak of my homeland, and for all its wine and its dark-haired beauties and the lilo flutes of the minstrels, I miss the leather the most.
The letter. This I have to hear.
I mean the smell. For years, I lived in a tiny apartment near Antiva City's leather-making district, in a building where the crows stored their youngest recruits, packed in like crates. I grew accustomed to the stench, even though the humans complained of it constantly. To this day, the smell of fresh leather is what reminds me most of home more than anything else.
Sounds like you've been away forever.
Oh, not so long, I know. It is my first time away from Antiva, however, and the thought of never returning makes me think of it constantly. Before I left, I was tempted to spend what little coin I possessed on leather boots I spotted in the store window. Finest Antivan leather, perfect craftsmanship. But I was a fool to leave them. I thought, Zevran, you can buy them when you return as a reward for a job well done. More the fool I, no?
Now he's here just thinking of those boots going, crap. Damn it. That's okay, though. We can possibly do something about it. Your home is still there.
True, and it's a comforting thought. One simply never knows what is to come next. How could I have suspected I would end up defeated by a beautiful Grey Warden, a woman who then spares my life? I could not.
I mean, I could just kill you. Oh, you need to make the most of where you are.
Quite right you are. I see the Grey Wardens do not recruit fools. Now,
No.
if it is all the same to you, I would prefer not to speak more of Antiva. It makes me wistful and hungry for a proper meal. Here I am. Oh, this...
Okay, I think
Here
under
I
the
am.
personal questions, it's
Oh,
just,
this should-
I want you to leave. So now there's no more dialogue options unless I give him, and I will give him, and even brandy.
I shall treasure it. Thank
And
you.
also the small gold bar.
I
which
shall
is also
treasure
for him.
it.
Minor dexterity. A moderate dexterity. And that's it.
I've a question, if I may.
Yes. Go ahead. You may not.
Well, here's the thing. I swore an oath to serve you, yes? And I understand the quest you're on, and this is all very fine and well. My question pertains to what you intend to do with me once this business is over with, as a point of curiosity.
Does your oath expire?
Not precisely. I said I would serve you until you saw fit to release me. One simply assumes that once your Grey Warden business is finished, you would have no need of an assassin to follow you about. Am I wrong?
Oh, I could always use a friend.
Indeed. I might even be glad to call myself such, come to think of it. It is good to know what my options might be, but that is for another time. For now, we have much to do, yes?
In a way.
What say you?
Let's see. Can you teach others to be an assassin?
I suppose the crows are already furious.
Approval
yes?
rating.
What harm is another tweak to their nose? If you wish to be trained in the basics of an assassin, I can certainly show you. Or anyone else who is also a rogue. It shall be fun. I will make it fun. I promise.
You will, huh? Alright, well that's how you
What say
unlock
you?
the assassin specialization.
By all means.
No, the story's about his adventures, so this is going to take a bit.
My adventures? I'm hardly an old man just returned from across the ocean, am I? Should I shake my fist at nearby children while I talk about the good old days?
Sure.
You mean you want to hear about the grueling training? Being locked in an oubliette for weeks at a time? The slavery? The festering injuries? Or are we seeking something more glamorous?
Something more glamorous.
Well, that should be easy enough, I think. Let's see. My second mission ever for the Crows was a bit intriguing. I was sent to kill a mage who had been meddling in politics. In Antiva, nobody is too important to escape the reach of the Crows. They've killed kings and queens. That is simply how it is. As it turned out, the mage in question was quite a delightful young woman. Long, divine legs, as I recall. I caught her in a carriage on her way to escape to the provinces. After I killed her guard, she got down on her hands and knees and begged for her life. Rather aptly, I might add. So I joined her in the carriage for the night and left the next morning. Well, yes, twice, actually. Then she decided to try and use me instead. The woman had actually convinced me to speak to the Crows on her behalf. What can I say? I was young and foolish at the time. Then, as I was kissing her goodbye to return to Antiva City, she slipped on the threshold and fell backwards out of the carriage. Broke her neck. Shame, really, but at least it happened quickly.
Flop. Why are you upset? So you didn't actually kill her?
Not actually, no. I was a bit unimpressed by the development at first. Then I found out that she had told the driver to take her to Janellen instead. She had planned to lose me in the provinces. I would have looked very foolish to the Crows. As it was, my master was very impressed that I had done such a fine job of making it look like an accident. The circle of Magi was unaware of foul play, and everyone was happier all around.
It was an accident, though. Do these sort of things happen to you often?
Like being spared by a benevolent Mark who then helps me escape from the Crows? Yes, it does seem to happen now and again, doesn't it? It was
Yeah,
after
good
that
point.
when I learned that one needn't let a pretty face go to your head. Professionalism was key. That's my moral of the day, you see.
I see. Wise lesson to learn.
And one that not everyone learns, I'm sad to say. But that's enough tale spinning from me for the moment. Talking about the mage has made me a bit nostalgic, I'm afraid. Ah, the good old days.
The good old days. Oh, yes.
What say you?
Another story.
By all means. Again. Well now, what might interest you, I wonder? Shall I describe the stages involved with Lanthrax poisoning? I watched a man go through all 7 once.
That sounds like fun.
Haha, you have rather macabre tastes, I see. I like that. Let's see, how about the largest battle I ever took part in? That would have been the slaughter of Prince Osrin. Did you hear of that down in these parts?
I doubt it.
Prince Osrin was 4th in line to the throne, you see. He started off as 11th, but worked his way up the old-fashioned method by inheriting control of an entire Crocel from his grandfather. After assassinating his way through the royal family, the king hired 3 other cells to take down Prince Osrin once and for all. I was in one of those cells.
Is that sort of thing common in Antiva?
Antivan royalty is very much bound up in the Crows. You wouldn't want it run by a bunch of commoners, after all, would you? And this means they get involved in politics quite often. This particular fight nearly bankrupted the nation, I understand. It almost ended up putting a crow on the throne, a commoner. But that's a whole different story. I played a very small part.
So, what did you do?
My part in the entire battle was taken up trying to reach Princess Verina, who had thrown in with her brother. I killed about 11 of her guards personally before I got knocked out of a window. I landed in a river and nearly drowned. I was fished out by some urchins who robbed me blind. Made off with my boots, too. At least they didn't cut my throat. And that was my part in history.
Wow. You're very lucky.
It's true. I live a charmed life. One of the prostitutes that raised me was a fortune teller. Said I wouldn't die young. She was rather startled by that. But there you go. Tale told. Let's be off before I tell more embarrassing stories, huh?
So about that
What say you?
embarrassing story.
By all means.
Another embarrassing story. please.
Well, the only one that's really worth telling is the story of the mission right before I came to Ferelden. But no, I would rather not. I shouldn't have said anything.
I understand.
Thank you. Perhaps another day, huh?
Well, we don't get to hear how he got to Ferelden yet, because not enough approval. Look at me, I'm Zevran, and I don't have enough approval. Well, speaking of Zevran, I do need to arrange this. Alright. A greater health poultice and a potent health poultice. You get a normal and a greater lyrium potion. Greater and potent. Shale, same deal. I don't really know how a golem gets healed by a health poultice, but alright, sure. Why not? Sten, Alistair. This stuff is probably better off over here. And this is probably all like better off in the middle. Here as well. Alright, I do have some tactics to do as well. I do need some skills for Severin. Let's see. Win at the moment, yeah, so if an enemy is lower than 50% health, you can use the ability Walking Bomb. And if an ally is status I can't set her to I cannot set her to revive somebody. Arcane Bolt, Stone Fist, Rejuvenate, Regeneration. I'll do that manually. So for now, I guess this is cleared for now. She doesn't have anything else. Zevran, see, that's a bit stupid. Deadly Strike and Flurry. I would say if the enemy is less than 50 health, you can start using Flurry. Maybe if it's lower than 25, you can just kill it outright with Flurry. Self being attacked by melee attack. He doesn't really have anything else as far as... he has Momentum, but Momentum is very... of course, first you have below the belt, and then you have Dirty Fighting. Dual Weapon Sweep. This first, and Dual Weapon Sweep. So basically, self being attacked by melee attack, you use Dirty Fighting. Enemy, basically any enemy at all, you can just kick him below the belt. You have enemy less than 25 health, enemy armor rating, and then enemy clustered with at least 2 allies. You can use Dual Weapon Sweep. That's fine. I'll use the Assassin's Mark later myself. Liliana, you activate Song of Valor, Crippling Shot, being attacked by melee attack, use Dirty Fighting, that's fine. Good boy. Enemy any growl, surrounded by at least 2 enemies, you can do Dread Howl. Actually, I think I'm going to do that with enemy, if their enemies is clustered with at least 2 allies. That's all he can really do at the moment, unless it's like ally, the hero, basically. If the hero is being attacked by a melee attack, then the good boy will attack. Can I switch to... I can't just attack, because if an ally is attacked. Huh? There's no option to just attack? So dumb. I know I've seen it before, it just doesn't appear in this. I don't know why. Enemy, yeah, enemy less than 50% health. Drain life, that's fine. Shale. Activate Precise Striking. Yeah, that's actually not too bad, so why not? Let's see if an ally is being attacked by a melee or ranged attack. You can use the ability Taunt to get him over to you. Sten, activate Threaten. Actually, I'm gonna prefer activating Indomitable instead. Powerful Swings is also a sustained mode. Activate Indomitable, and an enemy less than 25 use the melee attack Sunder Arms. That decreases their attack power, right? Penalty to attack. If they're using a melee attack, and then enemy any basically, at that point you can use Pommel Strike, which is a stun. So why not? Alistair, self 25 health. You will also activate the mode Shield Wall. His abilities are kind of weird, but whatever. Almost forgot about myself. Being attacked by melee attack, Dirty Fighting, any activate dueling, below the belt, yep. Enemy. An enemy is at least clustered with at least 2 allies, you use that, and if an enemy is lower than 25% health, you use Flurry. The rest I'll do manually, it doesn't really matter too much. With that, we have actually completed this part. Too many camp saves, getting a little confusing. For now, we're just going to go and continue on. We are going to use... We're actually going to bring Sten. Yes. We're going to bring Zevran for this one, and we're also going to bring Wynn. We're going to go towards the Frostback Mountains. Here we go. Darkspawn Emissary. Mage Battle. Ow. 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 New ability, Vessel of the Spirit.
Return. Now, better than later.
Ow. Oh, he's coming. He coming. He coming. Get on the ground.
Now we play a little.
Oh, Severin, there's more enemies around. Over here, guys. Over here. Oh, she's stunned. Sten, what are you doing? Oh, you're still over there? Okay.
They won't know what hit them.
Guys, come on. I
I'll
have to
get
pull
on
them
it.
over because they're not coming because they're confused
Alright,
because
alright.
we're still in combat. There's still enemies that spawn.
On it.
They're not really doing anything though.
I
Just
love how desperate you are. You're pathetic. Yes.
maybe also some taunt ability.
That was interesting. And draining.
What was that? Did you summon the spirit?
I called forth the spirit that sustains me, so that it could lend us aid. I did not realize it would take this much out of me. It seemed a good idea at the time, if a little rash. I think it may have weakened the spirit a little.
Good. That makes sense.
Anyway, I feel quite all right now. And it seems that my little trick could be useful in a pinch.
I'm not going to. She's been alive like at least 2 of my lifetimes. I'm just gonna.
I promise I'll be careful. And thank you. Your concern is touching.
I feel like Wynn is wise enough to handle such things herself.
As you wish.
I don't feel any need to tell her what to do. Sten, however, has all in strength but nothing in constitution, so I'm giving him a little bit more constitution. Seems like that's what he would have. Stunning blows, shattering blows, or two-handed strength. Chance to stun opponents just by having the weapon.
As you wish.
Right, that means he has another one, so if he sees an ally being attacked by a melee or ranged attack, you can use your ability to taunt. And there we go, now we have some stuff for Sten as well. And quickly pilfer the, take the elf root and the death root up there, and then we are going to depart this area. Seems to be the road. Don't know why there would be a wall there, and that seems to be a road that you can walk on, similar to the one that led to Lovering. We just probably saw Darkspawn down here and was like, okay, let's get these guys. So Zevran is basically an assassin, but he's basically a dual-wielding rogue, just like my main character. So he's not going to be unlikely to be a permanent party member for us.
Indeed.
Yes.
Let me just take a couple of people along with me. See, some level ups. Morgan gets a 30 to magic, and I'm going to give her some combat tactics. And what do I do here? That. So Morgan will actually have telekinetic weapons as well as that. A force field, and Doggo will actually have some more powers to strength, and I can either do combat training or shred. Combat training leads to overwhelm, and shred leads to nemesis. This is an ability, and this is an ability, so I'll do combat training first. So the Doggo will just become more powerful in combat. And
Of all the
Damnation.
And then we're going to have Sten
Yes.
Shale
Yes.
win. Shale now also has a point. Okay, I have bravery here. We have a killing blow that I can use, a bravery or hurl a rock. Let's be able to hurl a rock next. With one of Shale's combat modes. Let's advance towards Orzammar, where we're going to now make a save in the Frostback mountain pass. Dwarf.
Got it.
Okay, let's go. See a couple of bounty hunters here, and I guess who would they be after? She, it's us. Terran Loghain says hi. Unfortunately, you can't stop making stupid decisions. Let's actually activate Rock Mastery, and let's actually hurl a goddamn rock at the mage. And activate this. Let's give the mage a punch.
What is your command?
Okay. That was
Got it.
a little bit uneventful. Well, not uneventful, but a little bit boring, I guess. Talk to
All
these
the
various...
Darkspawn are fleeing the underground, and we are going there.
Yep, pretty much. Nobody really wants to be here. And of course we have here Tornus, one of
You
the
have
deserters.
some kind of problem.
Yes, I'm here on behalf of the Blackstone
Oh?
Irregulars.
What is this about?
Here you stole supplies from the guild.
I see. Tauren must have sent you. I refuse to answer to a pawn of Tauren. Come, men, to arms!
Okay. But, oh boy.
Victorious.
Yes. All right, all right.
Basically all of these dwarves will basically say that, you know,
My sister lives down there. I hear there's fighting in the streets.
Well, they need us. If the gate stays closed, that city's starved.
May the ancestors
Let
protect us
kings
all.
fight over kings. Trade needs to flow.
The Maker, my brother and his family made it out of Lothering. He said that the Darkspawn attacked it the very next day.
The Darkspawn took Lothering, did they?
I don't know. I expect so, since there was no one there to stop them.
Well, it won't be much longer until those monsters get here. There doesn't seem to be anyone fighting them now.
They need a king to decide who buys clothes? This is ridiculous.
You can stop flinching, Sten. I'm not going to harm you.
I do not fear harm to myself.
What is that supposed to mean?
An unbound mage is like a wildfire, as prone to simply consume itself as it is to devour all that surrounds it.
I do wish you wouldn't refer to mages as it.
that's Shale's job.
What can I do for you?
I got a letter from your master.
This ought to be interesting. Such diction. This man is a true scholar and rhetorician. I am honored to be fired by one such as he. Good day.
Cool.
Oh, you wish to talk to me? Truly, it's a courtesy for one so well-armed to notice a lowly merchant.
Did you lose your caste when you left Orzammar?
It's not your business. But like my father, I was born on the surface. We never had a caste to leave. The Assembly says we've turned our back on the stone, but they still use the goods we bring. Hypocrites. Maybe it'll change by the time my children are grown.
How often do you restock in Orzammar?
Twice a year. I'm confined to a trade stall in the commons, but I see enough. It's very closed in. My grandfather says I've lost my stone sense. I was born topside. I don't remember having it. Best of luck to you.
They say no one goes in or out
They
until
lost
the
all
assembly
sense.
speaks.
Orzammar will starve.
Now, this is the guy that looted Sten's sword. So let's talk to him with Sten in the party.
Step right, maker's breath. Oh, beg your pardon, friend. You, startled me a bit.
You're Farron, right?
You've, heard of me?
Where is my sword?
I don't know what
Oh,
you mean.
don't piss him
sir.
off. I'd give him to you. If I were you.
I don't have it, I swear by Andraste's knickers. I sold it on the way here.
Stan just tears his arms off. Who did you sell it to?
A dwarf near Redcliffe. Dwyn, I think his name was.
What would a dwarf want with a kunari blade?
I don't rightly know. He said he was a collector. It's none of my business what a person wants with my merchandise once it's changed hands.
We'll see.
Alright, well, that's why I brought Sten along.
King Loghain will not suffer the delay of his appointed...
Vashaden.
Yes. Vieta, this land is held in trust for the sovereign dwarven kings. I cannot allow entry at this time.
King Loghain demands the allegiance of the Desher, or lords, or whatever you call them in your assembly. I am his appointed messenger.
I don't care if you're the king's wiper. Orzammar will have none but its own until our throne is settled.
Something happened to King Endred?
You won't get in talking about a king like that.
Wait, look at me. You're the brand who dishonored the Proving. Trust you to be ignorant of our tragedy. Orzammar has no king. Endrin Idukan returned to the stone not 3 weeks ago, sick over the loss of his sons. The Assembly has gone through a dozen votes without agreeing on a successor. If it is not settled soon, we risk a civil war.
I see. A civil war, you say. How fun. I am a Grey Warden.
The Wardens killed King Cailan and nearly doomed Ferelden. They're sworn enemies of King Loghain.
Well, that is the Royal Seal. That means only the Assembly is authorized to address it. Grey Warden, you may pass.
You're letting in a traitor? And what was that you said? A filthy brand? In the name of King Loghain, I demand that you execute this stain on the honor of Ferelden.
Run to your false king.
You'll hear of
Run.
this. King Loghain will see you quartered.
Run!
You are free to enter Orzammar, Grey Warden. Though I don't know what help you will find.
That's alright. Cool. Well, I was actually going to do something before I did, but I can also do it after.
Now that's a thing of beauty, daughter. If you work hard like Bronca, all Orzammar will know your name.
Pity for a poor old man.
Don't say that. Get back to the fort. I want to see
Do you think the tower is ever going to get back to what it was when...
I don't know. A great number of people died. It will be difficult to imagine rebuilding, with that cloud hanging over everything for many years to come.
Do you think you'll be there? To help rebuild, I mean, once this is all over with.
I cannot say. Even if I survive this blight, I am a very old woman, Alistair.
Why? Because of some grey hair? You are a formidable woman, Wynne. You could see that it happens.
I think you overestimate the number of years I have left. But perhaps you were right. Or perhaps the memories of what happened there will be too strong for me to face.
I have a hard time believing that.
Well, it's good to have someone that believes in me so. Now, if I could only feel the same way myself, that would be something.
Alright, well, let's save in the Hall of Heroes. The entrance. You're immediately greeted by paragons. Not renegades, though. And now we enter the familiar sites of Orzammar, where we spent the time during our origin story.
It is the Assembly who makes a king, and a king who nominates his successor.
Zaid!
None of it is carried in the blood.
Or, as now, when someone tries using the Assembly to pull a coup. Who's to say what my father said in his final hours, when the usurper Harrowmont was the only one by his side?
I'll have you thrown in prison.
You've bitten off more than you can chew!
Handlers, separate these dashers in the Diamond Quarter. I will not have Balin incite a riot.
Do not speak that way about the man who should be king!
Jesus. Ugh. Well, that guy is an asshole.
I won't have fighting in the Commons, especially in front of outsiders. I find that sodding fool, I'll have him in the Legion. Vieta, I have enough crime without some castless carrying weapons in the city. Your actions risk pain of death. Name yourself.
Grey Warden.
Warden. You? When I heard they accepted a brand, I thought it was a joke. Surfacers and their cloud-addled heads. Fine, oh illustrious Grey Warden. What do you want?
Can a city function like this?
You have little faith in your own city, Brand. Excuse me, Warden, but this isn't Dust Town. The tavern is open and the market is busy. Orzammar has suffered worse. The ancestors will see us through.
The blight is coming.
Surface problems. Well, we have no king to hear you. You can join the shouting at the Assembly in the Diamond Quarter if you want. Bunch of Desher lords bickering over sand. Balin, Harrowmont. Is one so different? No paragons here.
Sounds like Balin and Harrowmont wants to talk to.
Themselves for fear of each other. As you've seen, keeping order down among us working people is dodgy. No place for a proper lord. Balin speaks through his second, Vartag Gavorn, in the Assembly. Lord Harrowmont speaks through Dulin Ferender from his estate.
I should get going.
Yes, you should.
I don't care, because I already know what paragons
For
are.
tiny people, they certainly build high ceilings.
Yeah, that's true.
Ancestors, guard my son, for he is lost in darkness. Mothers, keep him safe, for you know what it is to mourn.
Okay, I'm gonna talk to her.
I'm sorry. Did you have an offering for the ancestors? I can move aside. I don't have much to bring them.
Who are you?
My name is Vilda, widow of Turok of the Smith Caste. I pray here every day for my son, Ruck. I only wish I knew whether I should be asking for his safe return or for the ancestors to accept his soul.
Is your son missing?
It was 5 years ago. He was only a youngster. He joined a Deep Roads excursion, the only smith to go with the warriors to repair their arms. He was so proud, but he got separated somehow. When they came home, he wasn't with them.
Did anyone go after him?
Captains don't want to lose anyone searching for stray men. Too many were taken by Darkspawn that way. The deep roads are where Darkspawn come from. They descend for miles into the earth, and we must patrol them constantly or be overrun. I lost my husband to them. If I lost my son the same way...
I'll go look for him if you
How?
want.
There is no way except to brave the deep roads yourself.
Well, I'm kind of a Grey Warden. It's kind of what we do.
Warden? So you could do it. Only wardens face the deep roads without a company backing them. Oh, thank you. The ancestors finally heed my prayers.
Take heart, good Widow Filda. We'll do our best.
Please, find me as soon as you return.
Okay. Well, that's one of our quests.
Is that drunken singing I hear?
Probably.
Maker's blessing on you, sister.
Oh, no. Not you. Why are you invoking a human god?
The Maker brought forth this world and every creature in it. He chose a human woman as his prophet and bride, but he loves all races. I'm Brother Burkle of the Red Cliff Chantry, returned to my ancestors' land to spread the chant of light. I'm petitioning to open a chantry in Orzammar. There is resistance. It's obvious the world wasn't created by the mortal souls who dwelt within it. Yet the dwarves of Orzammar persist in worshipping their own forefathers. You don't have to believe that.
My ancestors
All
were
of
worth
us are
nothing.
equal in the
They're
Maker's sight.
trash, just like me. And you think you could show everyone the way? Presumptuous fool.
The Shaperate controls changes in Orzammar's structure and society. I need the Shaper of Memory's permission to open a prayer meeting.
Shaper of Memories?
The Shaper of Memories controls the Shaperate, Orzammar's record system. Like the Chantry's historians, but more thorough. They track the births and lineage of every dwarf born in the city, every property sale, death in battle, marriage, or divorce.
Well, where could I find him?
Shaperette is in the prime tier of the city, near the royal estate. Does this mean you will help me then?
I mean, I'll talk to him.
I can see the Maker's hand on your shoulder.
Ah!
Guide you always.
That
Please, let
spooked
know
me.
as soon as
Suddenly I
you've
have a
heard of it.
ghostly hand on my shoulder. Why? What did I do? So last time I went down here and it crashed in the middle of a battle, so I don't know about any of that. Let's do that.
A brand in the commons. And outfitted like a topsider, no less. Good. Let people see Castless have a purpose. The more cracks in the old way, the better. That's what Balin stands for.
Your allegiance to
Not your
Balin's
business,
clear.
but I see where the gold is. He's the traditional pick, yet he wants a new way, whether some like it or not.
They say Balin killed his father.
Just as many say Harrowmont. Neither are paragons, and the scales being equal, I go with the promise of more trade.
Of course you do.
Can't find ore without splitting some stone. My investments are solid, I'll be fine. The Assembly has done us a favor. They've shown just how loose the sand is under our feet. It opens people to change.
Yeah, breaking with tradition is one thing, but it would certainly make things better for the castless. But at the same time, we've just seen what Balin and his men are capable of. That was one of his guards that killed one of Harrowmont's men. So I'm not sure if the change he wants to bring is all that good. It may seem good, like, on the surface, but he is just a ruthless asshole, basically.
Orzammar will decide what we can or can't be. Blight may be imminent on the surface, but our warriors are well seasoned against dark spawn. There will be topsiders left for trade. There's no end to them.
See, that's all he cares about. He's one of those people like, oh, I'm just gonna vote for Balin because I want to be rich. I'm rich and I want to be richer because that's what people do, I guess. Too many parallels.
I'll take your gold. You're good for that.
Yeah, I'm sure I am, asshole. Could you please just go and, I don't know, go away? That'd be great. You have Shadow of the Empire here in the Hardened Studded Leather, tier 4. But this is Drakeskin, tier 7. Duster, leather armor, hardened. This is for a mage. Duster, leather armor, reinforced. Duster, leather gloves, Quicksilver armor cap, and a leather helmet, hardened. A red steel shield, I don't really need that. But the Dwarven Longsword, No. I mean, it would be stronger than Alistair's sword, but let's see. Red steel dagger would be good for like Severin or something. Yeah, see, Alistair still has the Oathkeeper made of steel. He still has that. He doesn't even have enough dexterity to use that. The mace would be Viridium, but it's like, it's tier 4. It doesn't really matter that much, does it? So Kalana, first of all, win. You have the Silverhammer's Evaders. That's nice. And for Kalana, I'll give you the Shadow of the Empire, the Studded Leather Armor, Quicksilver Arming Cap, Hardened. That's a +2 to Cunning. And then we have Duster Leather Gloves, Hardened. Duster Leather Boots, Reinforced, which is tier 5 instead of tier 3. And then Shadows of the Empire, which is Drakeskin, tier 7. I don't remember what tier 6 is, but yeah. She already has that, so yeah, the Frost Cheer, +2 cold damage, 10% cold damage, I'll give that to win as well. I may even have something that they may like. Shale, for example, already has that, but Shale, I'll give him the, I don't know what who the golden earrings belong to. Remarkable Sapphire.
Very nice indeed.
Would have to look at the list of gifts, which I think I'll do now, so just give me a moment, give me a second, guys. I know you can't see me on the camera doing this, but let's give me a second. I could look at gifts. I can look to see what the silver demon head ring or something belongs to. Well, let's see. Onyx demon statue. Let's see. Bronze symbol of Andraste. Golden symbol of Andraste is, of course, for Leliana. Can I actually change my party members here? I can. Interesting. Demon. Remarkable gemstones. Painting, Sten sword, painting. Notebook, wine. Definitely have one for. Silver demon head ring. Those are all like generic gifts. Golden earrings as well. Yeah, those are all generic gifts. So I know that she has the.
Oh, how dear of you! Thank you so much.
And the earrings. Okay, so maybe I should take Severin as well. Someone else whose approval is not maxed yet.
Yes.
Don't actually know. Oops. Whose approval is not yet maxed? Leliana's maxed. Severin's is not maxed, so let's give him a couple of things. Let's give him the.
How nice. How nice.
That's about the least sincere how nice that I've ever heard. Sten is almost there, but he will get there.
Braska.
Blood and damnation.
Yes.
With that, we could go into the thing. There's Lord Helmy is in here, but I don't really know what Lord Helmy, what his deal is, so I'm not sure if I care. There was one guy over there with a codex. So I will like override these or more comments. Hopefully the game doesn't crash again, because that sucked.
If you want a drink in here, Brand, you'd better have the coin. I'll know if it was stolen. So that explains the steel you're wearing. I was about to call a guard. I suppose you're the one from the Proving. Well, welcome to Tapsters, and hope we can serve you. So you come to Tapsters? I guess you're not asking for anything official, or you'd be at the Shaperate. But I can certainly give you a mole's eye view.
And then it's like, nope, that's it.
A Grey War.
Kind of pointless. And this guy is just going into the deep roads for Balin.
Didn't know Cora was letting in brands.
Grey Warden.
Ah, you're the one that started all the trouble in the provings. I'm Naveen. I'm with Prince Balin's Expeditionary Field Unit. Brand or no, anyone who hunts Darkspawn is all right with me. Good folks, Wardens. I was in the deep roads when that one came by. What was his name? Dukan, Dunka, something like that.
You knew Duncan?
I met him, sure. Good man. Solid. He knows what we go through in the deep roads. Not many do. Not even the ones who live this close. You have to be on the front lines.
You work for Balin?
I go where I'm sent, fight when I'm there, and leave politics where it belongs. Darkspawn. Not much use in turning our weapons elsewhere while those vermin still live.
Yeah.
Every Grey Warden ends up there. That's where they send you when you're ready to leave this world. Go die in the dark, putting away as many vermin as you can. Getting more crowded these days, though. Lots of people interested all of a sudden. We go back tomorrow, and we're not the only ones. Balin ordered us in at first bell. He's splitting us into 4 teams to search for some of the lost Tigers. Looking for signs of Bronca, I guess. Seems to be who everyone's after.
Bronca?
You don't know Bronca?
No.
Guess not everyone's as impressed with her as she'd like to think. Bronca was a paragon, some kind of great smith or whatnot. But she went batty and let her whole house into the deep roads more than 2 years ago. No chance she could have survived. And a lot of good men are gonna die looking for her corpse. Excuse me. This brew is starting to taste awful bitter.
They're everywhere! I can't take it! What? Get away. You'll change like the rest. Monsters hidden in all my friends. They follow you. Once you are in the story, they possess your friends and follow. See? I found copies. All from the same pen and older than the ones in song. Dormant my ass. Take them. I want out. I won't disappear chasing a lie. I won't.
So we got a codex entry.
I don't understand why the provings aren't open to everyone. I mean, it's how the ancestors show their favor. Do they really need our help to decide who's worthy? And then he practically slapped me. Lord Dennick Helmy, honored Desher of the Orzammar Assembly, and terrible disappointment to my esteemed mother, who doesn't like me spending time in taverns. So I'm curious. You've been living on the surface, right? Does it function any worse than Orzammar for having abolished caste? You don't get far as the youngest and most outspoken member of the Assembly without keeping an ear to the stone. I heard there was a Grey Warden in town, and the only dwarf to join in years was the castless who won the proving.
That's me.
Very good. I guess someone already told you I was good for nothing, drinking my life away at tapsters. Or did they leave off at greatest shame to ever fall upon the Assembly? I'm always like that one. You know, most smiths and tavern keeps would make decent deshers if we gave them a chance and a seat in the Assembly. Orzammar is so mired in tradition, no one bothers asking if the castes are even necessary. Me and 79 other fine, upstanding examples of how someone who's born into every privilege inevitably wants more. They're not fond of my views on equality. I doubt either candidate has been outside the Diamond Quarter in his life. But Lord Harrowmont seems a bit more forgiving. Prince Balin's brilliant, I'll give him that, and subtle as sin. But I don't think anything in Orzammar matters more to him than winning. The Assembly passed laws prohibiting the casteless from holding any job a legitimate citizen can do. Of course they turn to crime. What else can they do? As you wish. I wasn't expecting you back. I guess you realize this is about the only fun in Orzammar. The Assembly passed laws prohibiting the casteless from holding any job a legitimate citizen. Of course, they turned to crime.
Didn't have to do that, but whatever. Let's leave, and I don't think we have anything to do in Dusttown, right? There are people there fighting. Actually, also don't know how long it's been. How long I've been recording for. I don't want to lose my recording again, because I would really hate to have to go through all of this shit again. But so far, not yet.
Welcome to Jan R. family. I assume you have some kind of dispensation to let you wear all that.
Yes, I'm a Grey Warden.
Many apologies. I had to ask.
No, I
So,
get it.
what can I help you with?
Well, you know anything what's
I
happening?
stay out of politics. It's not good for a smith to get the attention of those who grant vendors licenses. Lord Harrimont's a fair man. My father did business with him, and he always paid on time. But the Idukans have served us well. If it is the ancestors' wisdom to keep them on the throne, I cannot object.
Smithcast.
I, for 100 generations. My father made his name by inventing a fall and tacit, which were integrated into the cuirass. But, I'm guessing by your face, you're not a smith yourself.
Not really. Wasn't Bronca Smith?
That she was. The best to walk these tunnels since Carradine himself. Threw it away, chasing old dreams, though.
What? Who's Carradine?
The best smith who ever lived, bar none. He gave us the secret of forging golems that could walk, talk, and defend our borders. When
You
we
hear that,
had
Shell?
them, no dwarf had to risk himself against the Darkspawn. It was a golden age for the smith caste. His work was lost centuries ago when his tide fell to the Darkspawn. No one even knows where it is anymore. Didn't last 6 months as a noble before she set into the deep roads looking for ancient secrets. Now she's dead in the tunnels. All that brilliance wasted.
Gone.
Of course, keep in mind we also take items on trade.
Good. I do love a trade. Okay, large caltrop lands. Let's see, we got a dwarven war axe made of dragonbone. We got a dwarven longsword made of silverite. I'll take that. A crossbow made of sylvan wood. We have the heavy dwarven helmet. And now I shouldn't be doing this, but I'm doing it anyway. Dwarven mace, red steel, dwarven thing, and a couple of metal shards, because why the hell not? So we got some. I don't think I need a large round shield. The rest is actually pretty cool to have. Quickly transition. Hopefully the game doesn't crash. No, it does not. Okay. Alright, so Alistair, right now you have a dwarven longsword of silverite going from tier 3 to tier 6. And you don't have enough power to use the shield yet, but you will eventually. It really doesn't have enough. Shale also not, and she also not, because, you know, reasons. Let's see if we can,
Horse
crown, yes.
Indeed.
Indeed. Damnation.
Yes.
Alright, let's see if our allies here can use something. He has the Helm of Hunleaf, the heavy chainmail gloves, the heavy plate, and heavy chainmail again. So let's see, the dwarven heavy armor, dwarven massive armor, silverite. Dwarven massive armored boots, I can't wear that. Heavy plate is also massive. Dragon bone. Heavy boots. Because they're shiny because they're made of silverite. It looks so stupid. Dwarven massive armored gloves. The rock knocker. That's only a tier 2. Yeah. We'll just have to be this for now, I guess. Or not. Heavy chainmail boots, heavy chainmail gloves. It's all like a lower tier. Heavy chainmail boots, heavy chainmail gloves, heavy chainmail armor, and then the heavy plate. That's fine. What do you have? You have a silverite sword, Usaris. So the Viridium is actually weaker. Liliana, you have a whitewood, which is tier 4. That's nice. Let's see. What kind of gloves do you have? Hardened, which is tier 4. And this is hardened as well. Do we have studded leather armor? Hardened. Duster leather armor? Hardened. And there we go. Duster leather armor. Because I'm currently not wearing that. Actually. Oh yeah. And then Zevran has hardened, hardened, and hardened. Studded leather armor, hardened. Because the rest is leather and not studded leather, so I lose the armor set bonus. Which is just an extra armor, basically. It's not that important, really. Longsword Viridium, Crow Dagger, Steel, Dagger, Red Steel. And then as a bow, you have the Longbow U. Make sure that Liliana does not have any melee. And that's it.
Of
Vashaden. Yes.
Yes.
A little something for Alistair. To use the crossbow. Ironbark and Sylvanwood. Ironbark is tier 5. Sylvanwood is tier 6.
Pigeon crabs.
Yes.
And there we go.
Horse.
Vashaden.
Yes.
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 Alright. So we got a quest here. We got a couple of new stuff. I could go here. I hope the game doesn't crash again. So that's why before I actually go here, I'm going to save the game right now in the Orzammar Commons. And I don't know how long I've been recording, so I think this will be it for right now. So thank you everybody for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I cannot wait to see you guys again in the next video. I should go.